So, you wanna earn some money? I gotcha, dude. I'm gonna give you the ultimate guide on how you can start your commissions. Of course, before you open your commissions, you need to have a small showcase of your artworks. This can be anything from personal art to OCEs to fan art. Just make sure you show your most recent artworks. If you participate on ARTFA this year, that's a great way to use your tags as examples for your commission. Let's talk about types of commission. They can range from sketches to line art to flat colors to fully finished artworks. And for sizes, they can vary from chibis to headshot and to full bodies. There's also an object called itch, which is your character here. They're basically a pre-made base that you draw your character in. There's many ways you can turn your art into a commission form. This is just my opinion, but I personally aspire sketch, line art, flat color commissions. There's such rare occasions people want a sketch or line art commission. Most people just want a fully finished artwork. I feel like the only chances you could do a sketch or line art commission is if you want to offer cheap alternatives for people to commission you. Even as a beginner, this type of commission is not gonna get you far. My recommendation is always to stick with headshot, half body, full body commissions. The format usually goes like this. Headshots are the cheapest, half bodies are the intermediate, and full body are the most expensive. It's just for special occasions, so if you want to do commissions as a seasonal thing, that's a great way for people to invest in your art. For example, you could do summer itch, Valentine's itch, Christmas itch, literally anything. You can always take a bit of inspiration from other artists. Just make sure it's a little bit different, so it doesn't seem like you're copying them. I know. I personally find it really dumb when people get mad about this type of stuff. Like, you can't really own a pose or expression. But either way, respect people's boundaries. I feel like itch commissions are a really good choice because they're the least brainpower to make, the pose is already finished, and it's just to draw the character in it. I feel like the best type of commissions you can do is a mix of itch and headshot, half body, full body commissions, mainly because those are the ones that people are looking for. For example, if I were a YouTuber, which I am, I would be looking for somebody that could do an icon for me or a banner. So depending on how I want my icon or banner to be, I would be looking for a headshot for the icon and a full body for the banner. Let's say it's Valentine's and I want to give something for my partner. So I would be looking for somebody that can do a Valentine's itch for me and my partner. Now that we have the examples and the type of commission you're gonna do, let's talk about prices. Now, price is a bit of a complicated conversation because people will say that if you're just starting out, you need to underprice yourself. And some other people are like, you should never underprice yourself. Ignoring all of that, I will give you the starting points you can use for your prices. So headshots would be between $7 to $15. 7 being the minimum and 15 being the max. At least for now. You can always hide them up later. Half bodies would be between $15 to $35 and full bodies would be between $40 to $60. If you're unsure on those prices, you could always set it up as the minimum wage of your area. Let's say the minimum wage is $15. So 15 being the cheapest commission you could get from me. And then everything else that's complex and detailed would be between $5 to $10 more. Once you start having a lot of commissions all at once, you can start high up your prices. You can high them up between $5 to $10. Now, there's sometimes the issue where your prices are perfect, but you're not getting commissions. In that case, you start doing discounts. Of course, for a limited time and then put them in the original price later on. Let's talk about slots. Slots are basically how many commissions you can take. For example, if you get tons of commissions all at once, you should start making slots. I feel like a good amount of slots is between 3 to 5 slots. Keeping it max at 5. The plan is to take 3 slots, focus on those slots, finish those slots, and then take 3 more if you have the energy for it. Of course, if you're just starting out with commissions, I do not recommend doing slots yet. Slots are only useful when you get tons of commissions all at once. Will draw and won't draw. This is just a list of the things you can draw for a commission. We can always take mine as an example. Will draw. Humanoid, furry, anthro and ponies, mythical creatures, gore, light to heavy, sensitive content, fanart, ship art, as long as it's not pro ship. NSFW, very expensive commission. Do note that only 18 plus artists can do NSFW commissions. Minors, please do not take NSFW commissions. You will put yourself at risk. Will not draw. Dolan or trace characters, hyper-realistic art, mecha, fetish art, hate speech, anything illegal, offensive characters, anything for AI or NFT, anything pro ship, or anything that makes me uncomfortable. Like in my R5 video, this is all personal preference. This is up to you which one you want to take in and add in. But having mine as a template is a really good choice, at least without the gore and NSFW. Let's talk about terms of service. Terms of service is basically a rules for clients to follow. We can take my TOS as a template. If you're going to commission me, you automatically accept my terms of service. This is just to avoid any arguments with the client. Payment rules. Payment must always be upfront. Meaning, I won't start the commission unless I get paid first. This is a very crucial rule. You should never, ever do commissions without getting paid. Because that's exactly how people get scammed. Even if it's half and half, there's always a risk. So always do full payment. The only chances you can do half and half if it's a loyal customer and you know they will deliver. Especially if the commission is really expensive. That can be understandable. Another important rule is no refunds or holds. This one's a little bit of a personal preference, but I recommend to do no refunds. Because there's some clients where they commission you finish the commission and out of nowhere ask you for a refund when you clearly already finished the commission. Don't fall for the trick. They should have known better before commissioning you. If they didn't have the funds to commission you, they shouldn't have commissioned you. And they should have saved that money for their rent. Believe it or not, commissions are a luxury. Not everyone can afford them. So it's really up to the client if they really want to spend that much money on a personal artwork. But here's the thing. There's some refunds that are reasonable. For example, if you never started the commission, it's reasonable to do a refund. Especially if you're hitting art block or you're unable to finish it for whatever reason. Or if nothing is working out with the client and you need to redo over and over again and they're unsatisfied. For that one, you can do a partial refund. In conclusion, put as no refunds. Only you, the artist, can request refunds, not the client. Now for holds. They're basically the same conversation as in half and half. You need to have trust in that client. Honestly, it's better not to accept holds, because it just makes things complicated. Changes and edits. You can only do changes in the sketch or liner stages. Changes in the coloring that is not about coloring will cost extra. This is a very crucial rule and a lot of friends have fallen for this. It's when a client asks you for changes when you're about to finish the commission. Or if the client makes you do changes over and over again and not letting you finish. The more changes they request, the more work you need to put on that commission. That can put yourself behind schedule. Some artists only do 2 to 3 revisions for the commission. Personally, for me, doing revisions on the sketch or liner is completely fine. But if it's more than 5, I will definitely charge extra. Usually, setting up this rule scares off clients like that, so it won't be necessary for you to charge extra. This one's personal preference but a bit important. Do not do big edits on my art. If you want to do an edit, let me do it for you. But if it's something that makes me uncomfortable, it's an insta blacklist. Now sometimes people like to edit on the art and that's completely fine until they take it too far. They'll start putting something with hate speech or something gross. But yeah, you should always be cautious about that. General rules. When commissioning me, I ask you the following. Reference of the character you want me to draw, pose and expression, outfit of the character, details of how you want your commission to look like. This is just to have everything ready for the commission to be drawn. Rude and disrespectful clients will get blocked. If you contact me on a different account, you will be blacklisted. Again, this is just boundaries. If the client is really rude to you, you should definitely decline the commission. Even if you have started the commission, like just the sketch, you should do a refund because you're not doing the commission anymore. It is not worth the time and the money to do that commission. Next one is, I can turn the commission for whatever reason. Forcing me to draw on my want list or something that makes me uncomfortable will be an insta decline. You should be able to turn down commissions for whatever reason. You don't owe them an explanation, from the client being problematic or the character being too complex, or for whatever reason. They should understand your decision and find somebody else. No money is worth drawing something that makes you uncomfortable. Next one is, if you want the artwork for a certain deadline, you need to let me know first. This one's really important, but it won't happen to you. There's rare times people want a commission for a certain deadline. If they want it for a certain deadline, it's good to charge extra, mainly because that commission becomes high priority and you need to push everything aside to finish that commission first. Now this one's just a little bit of a good etiquette. Let me know if you want updates on your commission. I always give this advice anyways, from the sketch to the fully finished piece. I highly recommend artists that they're doing commissions to do updates on their clients. This makes the commission perfect to how they imagine it to be, instead of receiving a commission without any revisions. This also prevents starting over with the commission. This also creates great communication with the client and makes you trust them more, and potentially more commissions in the future. Last one is, if you break any of these rules, you will be blocked and blacklisted. Again, just setting boundaries like previously. We haven't talked about what a blacklist is. It's basically a list of people you do not want to be associated with, or just bad people in general. So if you have a rude client and he keeps violating your rules, you can write them down on your list. This list can be public or private. What's good about this blacklist is that it warns other artists from accepting commissions from that individual. People can also try to appeal for the blacklist. They can write in your email apologizing for what they did, but it's up to you if you want to remove them or not. This also works for designs too. Usage. I'm completely fine if people use my commission as commercial use, but please let me know. So what is commercial use? Commercial use is if you're going to use the artwork for, let's say, live streaming or merch. That would be considered commercial use. So anything you make money out of it. This rule is really important because they're making money out of you. In this case, there's many ways you can set this up. You could ask for a percentage of how much they're using your artwork. You could also have it as a set amount of the commercial use. Some artists only request $100 for the commercial use rights, but it all depends on what price sounds good to you. Or you could just be like me and just say you don't care about commercial use, but want to be notified about it. If the client makes merch out of your artwork, but doesn't plan on selling it, that would be considered personal use. Another crucial rule is that no one is allowed to use my art for NFT or AI. Yeah, nowadays we need to deal with NFT and AI. Even though NFT has died down a little bit, there's still scummy people asking for that. If you get any messages for NFT or AI, I highly recommend declining those. Finally, we finished the TOS. Let's talk about terms of communication. So this one's really up to you on how you want people to communicate with you. Usually it's through Discord, and once you're finished with the commission, you send it out on email. You could also have it as the social media they contacted you in. Just make sure you're active on that social media and you're able to get the updates on them. If you aren't, do direct them to the place you're active on. Some popular artists that get tons of commissions have a specific Discord for their commissions, so it's all in one place. As an artist, you're responsible for the commissions you take. So make sure you have a clear communication with the client. Communicate with them with the progress of the commission, as well as if you're gonna finish it or not. By taking commissions, you're promising yourself and the commissioner to finish the artwork, and hopefully in a good time frame. If there's any delays or things getting in the way, please let the commissioner know. If you're unable to finish the commission, you can always do a refund, fully or partially. To keep yourself organized with commissions, you could use Trello. A lot of people use Trello for this. It usually looks like this. Name of the commissioner, the type of commission, what's the stage of the commission, not started, sketch, line art, coloring, or finished, the priority of the commission, and waitlist. It's kind of like a checklist, and the commissioner can look in what section you are. Payment options. Honestly, the best way to receive money is through PayPal. I know, PayPal does suck sometimes, but it's the most well-known and almost everyone has it. So I highly recommend trying to set up your PayPal. Do know that when you set up your PayPal, you need to be legal age to have one. So if you're underage, you would have to borrow your parents' or your friend's account. But please do it with somebody you 100% trust, and not some random. Another thing, when you set up your PayPal, is that PayPal asks you for very personal information. So do be mindful when you set those things up. If you try to make an account as a minor, PayPal will later ask you for ID verification, and it won't let you use it until you verify yourself. Trust me, it has happened to me before when I tried to make an account as a minor. When people commission you, they can literally see your real life name through your PayPal me. In the art community, it is set up as an unspoken rule to ignore each other's legal name when commissioning. It is to never mention each other's name after commissioning. A way you could avoid people seeing your legal name is by setting your PayPal as a business account. In my opinion, it's a little tricky. But from the people I've heard they have a business account, it is definitely worth it. Of course, if you can't do PayPal, other way would be VGen. VGen lets you put your bank information, but it only lets you do it unless you're a verified user. Another option would be gift cards or gaming currencies. So let's say the commission costs $30. So the client would try to get a gift card with $30 value. Let know the commissioner what region you're in, so they get you the right gift card for you. Otherwise, the gift card won't work. But yeah, sadly, PayPal is the best option. But if your client lives in the same country as you could ask them to pay you through the app your country uses. For example, if you're Swedish and your client's also Swedish, you can ask for their Swish. Once you have your PayPal set up, the way you can have people send you money is through two options. You can either send them your PayPal link or ask them for their PayPal email, and then send them an invoice. And then finally, you get your money. Where to advertise? Honestly, everywhere. But do be mindful on how you advertise your commissions, especially when it comes to group chats or Discord servers. I know that there's always a section to advertise your stuff, but please do not be the annoying piece of shit that advertise every second of your life. Make sure you post it once a day, or even then, once a day is a little too much. If you can see your own commissions in the channel and no one has posted it yet, or just one person has posted their commissions and yours is still visible, do not advertise again. Just wait a little bit and then you can put your commissions again. When it comes to advertising your commissions, the worst thing you could do is going through people's DM and demanding to commission you. Do not do that. It can come across as rude or entitlement. If anyone wants to commission you, they should reach out to you, not you reaching them out. The only way you would reach out a client is if the client made a post looking for an artist to commission. Otherwise, do not go into people's DM to commission you. And that's where the do's and don'ts come in. Do's: provide as much progress of the commission as you can. This gives a really nice impression to the client. I also recommend to give alternatives to your commissioner. Be proud of your work and advertise yourself in creative ways. The more you stand out in your commission sheet, the better. You can start by telling your followers that your commissions are open and show them what they can get from you. There's many ways you can make people interested in your commissions. You just have to know how to intrigue them. For example, this artist made their commission sheet animated, and that quickly made people intrigued into commissioning them. By the way, follow them and commission them. Reach out to clients who are looking for commissions. Just make sure what they're looking for fits your style and what they're looking for. Try not to be shy about it and reach them out. It can go something like this: hey, I see you're looking for somebody to do blank. I can totally help you with that. These are my examples and prices. Don't take things personally if they don't answer or reject you. Be mindful by the amount of commissions you can take. It is quite crucial for you to pace yourself and not overwork yourself with commissions. I can understand commissions can be very tiring and too much work. Sometimes commission isn't your thing. There's many ways you can earn money as an artist. Maybe instead of commissions, you can do adopts. I'll maybe do a separate video about that. Just make sure you take proper breaks with commissions and don't burn yourself out. Now let's talk about the don'ts. Do not accept commissions if you're uncertain you will finish them. Only take the commissions you can handle. You know what they say? Don't bite more than you can chew. This can seriously escalate to a lot of awful things, and it's just better to be truthful with yourself and the commissioner. Do not post publicly bad interactions with clients or artists. For some annoying reason, it's become a trend to post publicly bad interactions with clients, even if it's the client's POV or the artist's POV. Most of the time, the situation could have handled in DMs instead of showing to the world what happened. The only chances you should do a public post about a bad interaction is if the artist or client scammed the person and there's no way to get the money back. Or if out of nowhere they request a refund and takes the artist's money from the commission when the commission's already finished. Anything like that serious, but something like, do not commission this artist, they haven't delivered my commission, they keep giving excuses. That could have been handled in DMs. Do not spend your commission money without finishing the commission. It is understandable to accept commissions to pay certain things, but you need to fully commit to finish those commissions you spent the money on. The best option to spend the money after you finish, so there's no guilt. Don't ghost your clients! Are you trying to destroy your reputation as an artist? Yet worse, become a scammer? Then don't ghost your clients. Communication is truly the key, so make sure you use it. Be sure to inform your client if anything comes in the way with the commission, like art block, real life job, or studies, anything that's making you busy. Tell them what's going on with the commission, and please do not be afraid to refund them. You can always do another commission in the future. And finally, let's talk about scams. Now, there's always going to be sketchy DMs asking you for commissions. This is how you avoid them. Number 1, investigate their account. If they don't follow you nor interact with you before, they're probably a scammer. Number 2, never give your personal information, like PayPal email. Payment should always stay in their designated place for them. Do be cautious if someone wants to commission you through a check or bank info. Number 3, watermark your progress and updates. This can be a simple whip occupying the image, or a watermark covering the whole image. Just make sure you have something that can say you drew it or it belongs to you, especially if you're doing a sketch test commission. Analyze how they text you. Some scammers have really bad English, so keep an eye on them. Number 5, ask what they're going to use it for. This gives a little bit of a test if they read your TOS and see if they're gonna use it for AI or NFT. Number 6, ask you to draw something unusual from your regular commissions. There's a scam going around asking you to draw their pet, and it's usually a random stock image of a pet or a random ass celebrity. That does come across as sketchy, and I would personally ignore them. Hi, I'm a co-editor right here. I recently watched this video and it gives a really good example of how scam commissions usually look like. So I highly recommend you to watch this one after you finish this video. Number 7, commissions are never free. Never in a million years commissions are considered free. They're always paid work, so do not get gaslighted by the scammer. Anyways, I think that covers everything. If you have any personal tips, make sure you share them down below. Or if you have any question when it comes to commissions. But do not ask dumb questions like something I already explained earlier. Thank you everyone for the amazing support you have given me. I'm very grateful to receive all your work. And if you haven't supported me yet, I recommend you to come to my art streams. They're usually on Twitch or YouTube, or better yet, donate me on Ko-Fi. I also want to set a goal. If we hit 5k, I will open a sticker club on my Ko-Fi. I've said this before, but it is my dream to do a sticker club where I send you stickers every month. I think we can start the subscription for $8. And for the first people that subscribe, they will receive a sticker book to store all their stickers, or any sticker you have laying around. Anyways, let's make a sticker club. Okay, that's all. Bye! My face is so funny.